That's what I thought you said. Now let me offer this as a rebuttal.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to JP's Rebuttal.
I'm Jessica Diaz.
And I'm Patrick Carolano.
Our top story tonight has to do with the fate of the internet we know today.
Do you think loading speed should be the same throughout the internet with no monthly caps?
Do you want the chance to visit any website you'd like?
Or maybe you think that free and open internet should be a basic human right?
Well then, you're probably a supporter of net neutrality. And guess what? The privilege we currently have of the internet is being jeopardized.
Thanks to the FCC, the current regulations may be reversed on December 14th, thus making ISPs control our network speed depending on the service we choose to pay for and the companies that pay them the most.
First, let's go back to basics. Net neutrality is defined as the idea, principle, or requirement that internet service providers should or must treat all internet data as the same regardless of its kind, source, or destination.
Professor Tim Wu, who actually coined the term net neutrality, further expanded on this idea by saying, as a user, you want to get what you asked for and not have it decided by the carrier who has different interests as you.
It's the equalizer that allows the disenfranchised to have access to endless information and allows small businesses to compete with the big boys.
But thanks to this jackass, these small businesses might not even have the chance to be seen by consumers.
Ajit Pai is the chairman of the FCC and the frontman behind the decision to number the days left for net neutrality. With this, he is creating an economic engine where consumers will pay for packages to view the content they want, and the content companies will be charged for access to the users. The internet service providers get paid twice. Pretty convenient for the former lawyer of Verizon, if you ask me.
These puppet masters, the big media corporations who have fat enough wallets to buy other companies and gain more content, are given the chance to also gain more access. This access allows them to control what we see and how we see it. The ISPs would change these content companies for access to the users that are already paying higher premiums to obtain the internet we have today.
Let's say your phone and internet provider favored Google Music and would allow you to use it without going towards your data consumption. But if you were a user that listened to music through a more well-known music streaming service, such as Spotify or Apple Music, you would have to use more data, which meant that you would have to pay more money to listen to the same songs. Does that seem fair to you? This is how things are currently ran in Australia, and it's terrible. And it looks like the United States is up next.
In preparation for the end of net neutrality, these huge media corporations are playing a game of hungry hippos, with Disney looking to buy Fox and AT&T looking to buy Time Warner.
But that's not the only way they're preparing. These companies like Comcast that previously tweeted before the FCC decided to revisit net neutrality, we do not and will not block, throttle, or discriminate against lawful content, and will continue to make sure that our policies are clear and transparent for consumers, and will not change our commitment to these principles. Along with rules on their website that said Comcast doesn't prioritize internet traffic or create paid fast lanes. Suddenly, they updated their homepage and repealed on this promise to not have paid fast lanes.
Think of it this way, the internet is a highway. If you paid extra for a hybrid, you can use the HOV lane, but if you can only afford a regular car, now you're stuck in traffic.
Unfortunately, not everyone has the option to pay for these premiums. There are plenty of areas that only allow users to have one internet service provider. And if that company doesn't have a deal with the services you're interested in, you can no longer enjoy some of the things that you're used to. But if the company does have a deal with the services that you like, then you're left paying ridiculous amounts of money just to enjoy it. They're localized monopolies.
Ajit Pai said that the abolishment of net neutrality will not mean that telecommunication companies lose their transparency about their offerings. The customer will still be able to know everything they are and aren't signing up for.
But that would mean we would have to actually read the 5 pages worth of terms and agreements just to be fully aware of what we're signing up for and to know how much we have to break that piggy bank.
The internet was created to be a platform for communication across the world, to connect people from every corner, to provide endless amounts of information, to the public to move society forward. What it's become instead is a battleground for profit.
After the vote made in 2015 on net neutrality, President Obama told us that this set of principles, the idea of net neutrality, has unleashed the power of the internet and given innovators the chance to thrive. Handcuffing the users of it will handicap society and put us in a downward spiral.
We're now in 2017. The FCC is once again making a vote on net neutrality. It's like a stubborn case of the herpes. It just keeps coming back. If the issue doesn't go away now, probably get a familiar itch in another few years. We'll be fighting for the same thing again.
So, stand with us and go to the FCC website to express your complaints and reasons on why the internet should stay free and fair for all. This has been Jessica Diaz.
And Patch Carolano, signing off for JP's Rebuttal. Stay classy, Sacred Heart.